Hello, all my little motherfuck face YouTube motherfuck faces. With a whole lot of fucking love, Validation Boy live stream comes to you today on April 16th, 2018. It is the 3-year anniversary of the day that I started my fucking channel. Damn, still bald, says Twit. Yep, indeed. All right, first 5 in the live. You know how it goes. In at number 1. A man whose name is so nice, thou must say it twice. It is Schlumminger. Schlumminger. And at number 2, OJ McBaggins. Oh, yeah. And at number 3, Nathan Oakley, 1980. And at number 4, a highly honored guest. And you guys should check out his recent work. He's getting very, very academic on y'all's candy asses. It's Jed Skeptic Media. Please subscribe. In fact, I'm going to leave Jed Skeptic Media's link below just in case some jackoff out there doesn't have it yet and they're not subscribed yet, because Jed deserves all the subscribers in the world. He's an academic, he's an intellect, and he is a tour de force when it comes to YouTube content. And in at number 5, the Morgan Only. I think that's how you say it. He wants to be left and to lurk in peace. Well, you can lurk in peace here. We've also been joined by, all right, Twitwit, right? And we've been joined by The Rig, who declares himself an idiot. Well, I wouldn't say you're an idiot, The Rig. I wouldn't say that. Twitwit says, happy anniversary and first. Wrong. Captain Bullshit has joined us. Yep, very interesting. Captain Bullshit. And looks like that's it. Schlumminger, even though he was first, is willing to concede his number 1 spot at first 5 in the live and hand it over to Twitwit. Oh my gosh, if that's the case, then Schlumminger, fine. And at number 1 was Twitwit, okay? Even though it's not true, but Schlumminger, you've earned it. You have earned it. Vintage Balls says he'll lend you some gray ball hair, brother. Jed Skeptic says Irish Jesus in the house. The Rig says kiss me, VB. Oh yeah. Captain Bullshit says I see you're still flat earth LARPing. Good for you. Twitwit loves Schlumminger after that. Schlumminger claims that I validated her goldenness, but I did not. You validated her goldenness. Unearther says FEMA Region 5 representing. Good to have you. Yeah. It's getting hard to come by new content these days, guys. I mean, the biggest breaking news in the flat earth scene, for those of us who are really counting on like historical statistical points and who want to be true authentic historians about this whole flat earth scene on YouTube, the breaking news is that one Mr. John Laban has indeed adopted Validation Boy's intangible argument. Yep, he did. You know, people in the comments of that video I made concerning this matter, you know, like Arwen, he's like, I've been saying that since, I can't do his voice, you know, but he says he's been saying that since day 1 or something. Whatever, man. Whatever, bro. If you did, I didn't hear it, so it doesn't count as far as I'm concerned. In my solipsistic fucking perfection, I'm the one who said it first. You know, I got into it with not got into it, but I said this once before, and then Mindfulness, an amazing channel out of the UK, Mindfulness, chimed in and said, well, you know, Dell's been saying that sort of a thing too for a while. So me and Dell are rather contemporary on that, you know. It's unclear who said it first. It can easily be argued that Dell said it first. I was probably unaware of that, and we might have both come to the same conclusion around the same time. So I'm willing to concede and admit that Dell might have said this first, but you know, I'd have to go and research it and stuff, but it doesn't really matter. John Laban has adopted the intangible argument, which states that, you know, alleged celestial objects, you know, we're not even going to get into it. You know all about the fucking intangible argument. Whatever Arwen. Yeah, that's what Twit says. Whatever Arwen. R1. I couldn't believe it. Like I dropped that video and a whole bunch of people that don't usually comment on my videos all commented on that one video. Very interesting. It's like they watch me, but they don't want to be known that they watch me. So they don't comment on most of my stuff. But I guess that video was like a big trigger fest, which I designed it to be. It's like 2 minutes and 20 something seconds of action packed fucking trigger mania and shit, which I designed it that way. I did it on purpose. And it has not elicited a response from one Mr. John LeBon because he doesn't want to pay me the attention. That's fine. I understand. He thinks he's got, some kind of psychological upper hand. Really, it's a struggle. Whenever John LeBon and Validation Boy, he's seen as a very, very bright guy, which he is. And he knows that he's smart and he knows that I'm smart. The thing is that he doesn't like the kind of smart that I am. It's not that he doesn't like it. It's just that it's not his style and it makes him a little uncomfortable. It makes him a little uncomfortable. So every time him and I have a chat on the air, he pretty much deletes it or he hides it away on his channel, locks it so no one can see it and stuff like that. I don't know if it's because he kind of looks up to me a little bit. I don't know if it's, I am older than him, good 12, 13 years, I think. But Twitwit says John LeBon is a copycat. Twitwit says John LeBon is a copycat. Well, I don't know. I don't know about all that. But damn, you're making me think, though, Twit. Interesting that you call him that word, a copycat. Like, was John LeBon copying shit from the old Jeff C scene that he was in before? At Upside Down Head says, VB can't stick around. Seen you were live, wanted to pop in and drop a thumbs up on the stream. Well, thank you very much, At Upside Down Head. Awesome, bro. Thank you very much. Go listen to the lower EP. Y'all don't know about Ed. He fucking tears it up on guitar. You guys should hear his band that I don't know if it's still active, but the band that he had. Ooh, he's got a couple videos on his channel. Ass kicking, just crushing. It's curb stomp your fucking skull. You know what I'm saying? Right in the middle of a fucking dirty alley in the fucking slums of Brazil. You know what I'm saying? Like the dirtiest place you could find, and just curb stomp your fucking head. That's what it sounds like. That's what it feels like when you listen to Ed's music. It just fucking kicks you in your ass. It gets you going. Lord Stephen Cornflake says, strange. Patricia had a Beatles conspiracy theorist guest on tonight, 6 hours after Lord Stephen did a Paul McCartney video. That is interesting. Well, Patricia's been known to, watch people's channels and then immediately cover shit. But I mean, don't a lot of us do that? I mean, isn't that part of what YouTube's all about? I know that there's over my time here, 3 years and 1 day. There's been plenty of fucking times where I'm talking about something on my live stream, or I appear as a guest on someone's live stream, or I make a video, and then the very next episode of Secret Show, it's quite apparent that Mark and Patricia both watched my stuff, which I take as a compliment. It's just more people watching, not because of who they are specifically, just that it's two people out there in the world that are making a video. And I know that they watch my stuff because of the words I hear them say and the configurations and the thoughts and the configurations of the words and the thoughts and the order and the sequence that they go through. And I know that they're checking out my stuff, but Validation Boy's dark and dirty. It's the deepest, darkest corner. It's that, redheaded step bastard. And out of that whole group of top people, the only person I have that I'm even cool with at all, I guess, would be Patricia Steer. Because I'm not going to trash Patricia Steer, even though everybody out there wants me to. Y'all want me to. I'm not going to fit in with you guys. I just don't feel the need to. She never really did anything to me. She really didn't. I mean, she might have done 1, 2 little things here and there, but they were probably out of revenge after me attacking her. And she, say what you guys want to say about her. I know Star Gods ain't going to like this because all he talks about is Patricia and her vegan agenda and all this stuff, But thing is, How can I sit here after all this time? You know, I attacked Patricia. I made all kinds of videos about her. And I took it all back. She was on my show. What, twice now she's been on this show. I've never appeared on her show. It's okay. And, you know, how can I turn yet again and start trashing someone? You know, what has she done? Oh, she was involved with Metatron. What has that done to anybody? Whatever happened to the whole Metatron thing? You know, what? Who is that guy? Fucking, I forget the fucking guy's name now. It's because he never showed his face. The M2 Mag 2, whatever the fuck it was called. I don't know what it was called. They had this whole thing with Metatron and Mark. Whatever happened with Metatron? Nothing whatsoever. So I'm just not going to be an alarmist like the rest of my contemporaries. I got nothing but love and respect for Star Gods and everybody else. Anybody else who happens to be trashing Patricia even, you know. I can't do it. There's just no point in it, you know. You call me a sellout, all that shit, whatever you want. It doesn't even matter. I'm just a real fucking dude out in this world. And I've talked to Patricia many times now. So, lover or hater, I don't give a fuck. Twitwit says she likes Patricia. See? Twitwit says Patricia wore a fake mustache once. Schlumminger. But they're not in the same team, LOL. I don't know. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Okay, sellout. So yeah, enough about that. See, I was actually going to go retrospective, so it's good that I stated all that right here at the beginning, you know. But I know that I've been watched. I know people watch me and all that stuff. I kind of get a kick out of it. The fact that I have that much power over things, but people don't want to admit it. They're ashamed of it. It just shows, you know, like John LeBon hides his interactions with me. They go on the secret show. Mark says everything I said on my video in one way or another several times within days of me dropping shit, you know, or like saying something. Whatever. I'm an original content producer. It's as hard as fuck to do, and I'm doing it for you guys. Yeah, I'm doing it for myself too. But really, it is a fucking challenge to get out here, especially now that there's no new interesting content. What's a new conspiracy? Okay, there was no trees, not interested. There was the jet fuel hoax. I looked it up. I debunked it. Next, flat Earth. Oh, amazing shit. Global gynocracy and how flat Earth is merely just one small part of that. Oh, fucking amazing. I rode that for months. Can I say much more about it now? I can't say much more about it now without just bashing women, which is needless. Lord Stephen Cornflake says 2 words, VB. Barbie McGill. Fucking asshole. Fucking arsehole. Barbie McGill. Oh, yeah, I did Barbie McGill a fucking favor. Ask her to come in here. I'll send her a fucking link. She can come on my show right now. Fucking Barbie McGill. I don't give a fuck about you guys and your Barbie McGill shit. Lord Stephen Cornflake, also known as fucking muscle cock, fucking cock smoker and shit. Muscle car rock lover, fucking cock lover. You're a bitch, bro. Okay. Anyways, so let's get retrospective. Let's do that. But first, let me take a quick break. Oh, yeah. We're back fucking live. Trying to see if I can get access to all my videos so I can do a fucking retrospective for you guys. Oh, yeah. In the good times, man. Man, I've been around for 3 fucking years putting out content. Twilly says she loves that Tim guy. All right, so my first 7 videos, they're locked now, but it was original music I had created. It was very like 8-bit Nintendo NES, old school 8-bit sounding music and shit. My first speaking video, however, Flat Earth Frustration. Okay. Wow. Look back on these old videos. I actually watched my oldest shit the other night. It's like, wow, the quality increases as time goes on. The fucking, but the message is still there, even from the first fucking video. You can hear Validation Boy ringing true. Ringing true. You know, then I had one called Replacing America, which I've since locked. Then I got one called It's a Trap, talking about the Constitution. Oh, that's very interesting. See, and the thing is, I wish people would go back and actually watch my old videos if they're new subscribers. They might not know about all this old shit, you know? This old shit establishes, you know, my channel. Then I had one called Conspiracy Denial. It's like a little sarcastic little video. These are all shorties, you know. Then I had, that's not the sarcastic one. I had one called Never Question Anything. Oh, yeah. Then I had fucking Flat Earth Empowerment. Flat Earth Empowerment is great. It's a great video. You know, it's from over 2 years ago. And it's talking about how once you realize that the earth could be flat and that there's that much of a lie, that lies that huge are part of your life, and you realize that the people around you, all the people you looked up to, all the people that society and your family and parents and your friends told you to respect and look up to, you realize that those people are just, they're trash, that nobody's special, you know? Nobody's fucking special like that, you know? Where they need to be like put on pedestals and worshipped as some kind of a god, some kind of a deity, you know? Because subconsciously, that's what we do when we look up to people. We're making them into gods. And that's why when people that we look up to and love let us down, it's so, so heartbreaking. Because it's like, you know, it's like the trust that you'd put into a god, you know? And it gets broken. All right. But anyways, the video Flat Earth Empowerment is just about how you don't fucking need to answer to anyone but yourself and to God, really. It's not about that, but that's really the end message of it all. Then you got the relativity deception, which I had read some stuff, watched a few videos, not videos, but like actual documentary, and then a short documentary, and read articles, read books that touched on the subject. But basically, the fact that that relativity is a deception. You know, I dropped that video. John LeBon mirrored it, and that's how I got my big break. Really, that's really how I got my big break. Was John LeBon mirroring this video, which I'm eternally thankful for him doing. And it now only has 971 views. I bet his mirror has more views than my actual video. But you know, that's okay. He cut that promo for me. You know, it's pretty awesome of him. Then I had one that's now locked called 0 + 1 = 3, which maybe I'll unlock it. It's fucking genius because 0 + 1 does actually equal 3. I could explain it, but maybe I'll just make that video public again. Maybe not. Depends on the demand for it. But 0 + 1 does indeed equal 3. I'll fuck you up, and it's pure logic, and Validation Boy explains reality to you. All right. Then I have one called Your Castrated Reality. Oh yeah, your castrated fucking reality. That's good shit right there. And this is once see the relativity deception is the first video I have where I'm not speaking into my phone, basically, or into my tablet. Because what I was doing on the first 6 videos, I was just talking into my tablet and recording a voice track and then playing that back and adding pictures over top of it in a really cheap program. But I liked the way that the program worked. You know, it worked well in my mind, the way I saw a video audio production in my mind, imagined how it would be to create something like that. And then, so it worked well, but it was just cheap and it had a big it had a big watermark on it. So I broke off the $5 and the fucking $5.99 for whatever little program I have now. And it's a lifetime purchase and they keep sending updates all the time. And it's never going to be more than a simple, video maker, but it's adding things like they got slow-mo now. I got picture in picture now when I didn't used to have picture inside picture, so I can have like images on top. This stuff was added over a while ago. But anyway, so the relativity deception is the first video I made when my friend hooked up a fucking it's like a cheap little fucking pen mic, basically. That right there. That's how I get that magical validation boy voice because of that little cheap mic right there. And it's actually just super fucking clear and it picks up all kinds of sound. He just gave it to me because it was like, he didn't need it anymore. He's got better stuff all the time. So I got that and I made this first video. And then I also got Audacity and I started recording the audio into like a nice program. And it enabled me to, or it gave me the ability to mute between words and stuff like that, or cut out, edit chunks of dead air or breaths that I was taking that sounded like shit in the microphone. And I started realizing that I could really edit stuff down and make it really sound a lot better, which over time, I've just gotten better and better at it. But the problem is that the relativity deception, I wish I could have remade it, because I didn't have a screen pop protector. This thing. I didn't have one of these for that first video. And it was pippity pop popping real hard the whole video, which to this day still upsets me. But such is life. So then I got it, and then every video after that, I've used the pop protector, whatever the fuck this stupid thing's called. But it really does work, and it matters quite a bit. And, it's all an illusion, guys. My shit sounds so good, but it's like the cheapest stuff. This pop protector was like $19. The microphone was free. So then I got Your Castrated Reality, I got Observing Authority. Wow. 2 nice little videos. See, and a lot of these were actually, this right here is amidst a series of ones that I was using content from my old articles I had written back in 2010 and all the way up through 2015, 14, possibly 2013, 2014. I don't know. As you heard me mention before, the unaffiliated debate website where I'd create threads and they'd basically be these videos, the content there, except, I reworked a lot of that shit for the sake of these videos because it's a different audience being addressed differently. Because there I was a straight 100% troll. And here I'm not. Here I'm just a content creator. So then I have Challenger Hoax Eyewitness, my video, right? It's got 2.4 thousand views somehow. It's weird. All these like space videos that I made, like Voyager 1 and Challenger Hoax and stuff like that, these videos I've made, like a year plus after the fact, somebody links them on Reddit or somewhere or does something with them on Facebook or I don't know where, links them on something and they blow the fuck up like that. Or, Flat Earth blow the fuck up, miniature blow the fuck up. And it's like, whoa. But like a year and a half later, all of a sudden, like the other day, just last week, I was watching. Well, I'll tell you guys when I get to it. I'll tell you guys because we're doing a fucking retrospective, okay? And, the Challenger Hoax Eyewitness, when I was a little shit, I was in the first fucking grade or something. And they took us outside to watch the Challenger. And the fucking shit blew up. And all the kids are like, oh, what happened? And they didn't really want to tell us. And someone was saying, it blew up, it exploded. And teachers were like, no, don't listen to the rumors. And then we all went home that night and we all saw the real news. And I don't know what the teachers, they were just telling us that so that we didn't fucking sit there and cry and make their life miserable and shit for the rest of that whole fucking day because it was in the morning. Then I have one called Hawking's Handlers, which is a thing that many, many people have covered. Many people have covered this subject. I might have even seen something and it inspired me to make this video. But the thing is, I think what it was is that I had written an article concerning these matters, Hawking and shit, on that website years prior to making this video. And then I saw a video on YouTube. And the video on YouTube almost was a recreation of my article. I know it sounds insane. You guys are like always probably this fucking validation boy, his stupid claims and shit. It's the truth though, guys. It's the truth. I'm not gonna sit here and just fucking say something like that and then expect you to take me seriously at all. You know, if it's not fucking truth, there's not some merit to my claims, or at the very worst, or at the very best, I don't know how to say it, a pure coincidence, or what they call synchronicities. Since we are all in this same arena, I mean, if I'm looking up shit and it makes you think of, well, that reminds me of Stephen Hawking. There's a lot of questions there. A Stephen Hawking's video shows up in the recommend, or you go and you look for a Stephen Hawking's conspiracy article on some website. And it just happens. There's a chain of thoughts that just happen. I mean, come on. Anyways. So then I have one called Crisis Actors Are Fame Pigs. And in that one, I had to put it on, I had to lock it because I made a claim in it that I am not so sure about. In that video, well, there's two claims in that video. One is dead on, awesome. Catexis, validation boy. Hey, brother. Happy 3rd year. Hope you've been well, man. Oh, yeah, I've been real good. I've heard you on ESA and stuff like that. Flat Earth Reset has joined us. Catexis, paradise found long time ago. See, no. Oh, okay. Talking about paradise over there. Shrumanati has joined us. And shout out to Shrumanati. And OJ McBaggins says he uses Reason 5 and Reaper. See, I don't even need all that. I got Audacity and I got a couple of audio knowledge tricks that I'm able to use in Audacity that make my latest John LeBon adopts Validation Boys Intangible, that video. Check out the audio on that video. It's right in your face. Wow. I got that shit on lock. Anyways, so one of the claims in the Crisis Actor video is that a girl from American Idol who was named Jax, who had like a X, Saturn's X on her fucking face, okay? Her dad appears on the show, and it's the same dude who is the Greenberg fam, like from all the Dallas Goldbug shit. It's clearly the fucking Greenberg dad. And that's this girl's dad. And it was like, oh, fucking actors getting their fucking gigs and shit, you know, because it was like years prior that hoax had gone down, or alleged hoax had gone down. And all of a sudden that actor is now on TV playing this girl's dad and shit, you know, or maybe it really is this girl's real dad. It's just that he's an actor also. And see, the show actually, it was American Idol, and they actually focused quite a bit of attention on the dad, quite a bit, which brought him to my attention, which is like, you know, this fucking guy's familiar. And then you compare him to the Greenberg guy, and it's the same. It's one of the Greenberg fucking brothers or fathers or whatever the fuck. Flat Earth Reset. You're going to break 1,000 subs this year. Well, I'm sitting at 996 at the start of this show, but I don't think I'll ever break 1,000. I honestly don't. And if I do, I'll break it, and then it'll be a bunch of pranksters like Flat Earth Reset is instigating people to do. It'd be a bunch of pranksters, and you'll sub me, and then you'll unsub me and shit, and I'll go back down to 990 something. So I don't care. I just don't care. But, you know, it's nice. Thank you guys, all you guys who do sub and who do listen. Even though I have 990 something subs, my videos only have like 300 views, 212 views, 190 views. You know, they average out to like 400 views. Anyways, so I made one claim, and there's that. So there's the dad, and that's a clear one. And then there's another claim I made where there was a girl who used to appear on Alex Jones, and her name was Amber Lyon, Lyon, and she was a former CNN reporter who did an investigation that was too hardball. You know, her investigation was too investigative, and she was too much of a real journalist, so CNN fired her, and so Alex Jones had her on his show and everything. And I made the claim that Amber Lyon is this girl from WWE wrestling named Dana Brooke, because at the time they looked very similar, and I made that wild claim, and I made a Dallas Goldbug mistake, and I had to redact the fucking video because of that, you know, retrospectively, you know. Then there's one called NASA Hoax Space Race Teamwork, and it's the basic questions of, you know, is it really a space race, or is it really just one world fucking order, you know? Okay. Then I had one that I've now put on lock called Flat Earth Know Your Enemies, and it was about Jeff Stewart and his involvement. It wasn't really like on Jeff Stewart, you know. It was really about the Morgile and Matt Boypower and how they had all had that whole thing about Matt Boy Power doing gay stuff on MTV and like making out with men on TV for money, in Hollywood. And then there was how the Morgal had been tricked and baited into it. But then Matt says he was baited into it. And then Jeff Stewart was involved with the whole thing. So they both start blaming Jeff Stewart. Which, if Jeff Stewart did set a fucking division between them, fucking good on him, if that is the truth. Or if he didn't, good on him too, for being, just in the wrong place at the right time, or whatever it may have been. It doesn't matter at this point. It's such old news. It's such old drama. And I bet a lot of people will get a kick out of that when they hear about that old shit. But that's what that video is about. It's my analysis of it. And it's how, I didn't really say anything bad about Jeff Stewart in that video because I didn't even know who he was at all at the time. So, okay. Then there was one which I've taken down called Fertility Sorcery of April, where I start spouting off a whole bunch of crap that, is not actually true about the Bible and Jesus and stuff like that. And it was a couple of the weird zeitgeisty, Roman Catholic, Orthodoxy, weird paganistic, satanic shit that I was basically spouting without realizing it. So I redacted the fuck out of that video one day, a while back. And then I had one where I'm just reading an article from the fucking CNN.com and shit, or wherever, MSNBC.com, wherever the fuck it was. And it's called ISS Hoax. Scott Kelly's CNN Lies. Oh, duh. It's the fucking CNN. I didn't even have my thumb covered it. Scott Kelly's CNN Lies. And it's him getting interviewed in an article, CNN. And I happened to release it the day after he came back, on day 667 of his 666 day fucking flight, or whatever the fuck it was. And I dropped that video, and I guess the keywords and YouTube promoted it, or somebody hit it on Reddit or Facebook or something and blasted it, and it's now at 23,000 views. I'm pretty sure that's my biggest video by far. I know that's chunk change for a lot of you guys out there, but that's like epically fucking huge for me. 23,000 views, and I don't even know. It was like, for a long time, it was like one of my worst videos because I'm just literally reading the fucking shit and showing screenshots. Just kind of like reading the article and like throwing in my 2 cents. Then I had one called Fun with the Bass, where you see me playing some electronic music on my bass guitar real fast. Took that down because, it's dorky. People don't care. Then I had one called Flat Earth Keeping It Real, which, okay. Right around this time is when I had my now infamous videos, which really put me on the map for a lot of people. Well, let's see. I had Flat Earth Keeping It Real. That's got over 1,000 views now. It took a long time. It took a year plus to get to 1,000 views. I think that was right after I had appeared on Glowbusters Season 2, Episode 2 with CD and Bob and Jaron. And I made a fool of myself, really. I got myself in a situation I shouldn't have, and really made myself look bad. And then I blamed it on them, but they were partially responsible too. Then I had one called Flat Earth Street Cred, where I read an article from 2013 where I'm asking all these Flat Earth questions, and it's published. And I show that. And it's like an old ass Flat Earth article that I wrote in 2013. So, and then then I got that's ones that like 1.1 thousand views. David Weiss comments on it, and he's all like, "Keep your head up, fuck these trolls." Because I had a certain troll that was doubting me when I was making that claim. I used to ride on that claim quite a bit, which is foolish. It's true, but who cares? And then fucking had one called Hijacking the Creator, which I've taken down because it was more that twisted confusion from a fucking satanic, Roman Catholic, paganistic, spiritualistic perspective. I was getting way too influenced by Trutheresy 3, a guy who sits here and has some really interesting shit to say, but a lot of it is deception, and you have to be very careful, you know. And I fell into his trap for a little while. That was the first like YouTube channel that I really was hyped about, and I had all my interactions with that guy in the first few months, and eventually stopped dealing with him. Me and him had some epic fucking comment wars where we would write letters to each other in comments on Google Plus and stuff like that, back and forth concerning his videos. And eventually, you know, he banned me and everything, but he knew damn well who I was. And I told him, listen, I've been a fan of yours, big time fan of yours and shit, but I just don't agree with everything you're saying. So I'm just gonna spill it all out right here because I've watched every fucking single thing you did. You know, I was that guy, no content, but lots and lots to say. Just like Rock Lover, not a fucking bit of content, but lots and lots to fucking say. I was that guy, you know. And then I eventually ended up making my own videos and fucking publishing videos. But right around then I have Everything is a Conspiracy, where it's actually Milady, and she is reading an article that I once wrote, and she actually edited and then rewrote basically, and so we co-wrote it. And then that co-writing, she took it and edited it up again, and then it was basically mostly her stuff, and she dropped the audio for Everything is a Conspiracy, and it concerns Tesla and energy and everything like that. And that one's at 2,000 views. That one was popular. That one's popular because it's my woman, and you hear her. And then you have at this point is when I dropped the now infamous Flat Earth Cutthroats, which blew up to 1,000 views in a day or two. And then I dropped Flat Earth, the Top Brass. And this is over 2 years ago. And I dropped those two videos, and they are now, well, they're not now, no longer infamous, I guess. They're no longer that infamous. But for a while there, they were quite infamous. And they shifted the way this whole scene operated. They affected things in a big, big way. And everybody wanted to hear what I had to say about being on the Glowbusters and how they had interacted with me offline or off the air and stuff like that. And that led to like a big fucking scuttlebutt, you know? And then I backed off. I deleted those two videos. I just outright deleted them off my channel. So I can't even see how, you know, they had thousands of views and shit. Or one was at like 1,800, one was at 1,200, something like that. Deleted them. Backed off the whole thing. It's getting a lot of heat, you know? People are like all telling me, oh, I was going to stay sub to you forever, and you just fucking ruined it all and shit. And it's like, oh, whatever, man. So I just deleted the shit. Try to move on from it, you know what I'm saying? But it was hard to do it because those videos had a lot of views. But it can be argued that some of the things I said in them were not exactly 100% accurate, and therefore, what do you do? You know what I'm saying? What do you do? What the fuck is going on here? All right. So what I did was I came out with some music, Flat Earth Tranquility. Flat Earth Tranquility. And it's just music that I produced. It's very fucking relaxing. It's best to listen to it after partaking in your favorite activities and being in a dark, quiet environment and putting headphones in and listening. That's the best way to listen to any Validation Boy music that you're going to find on YouTube, okay? Always put the lights down low, partake, and put on the fucking headphones. So y'all can check that out. Then I came out with one called Flat Earth Dogmatist. And it explains why it's okay to be a flat earth dogmatist, because if you're a flat earther, you are a flat earth dogmatist by default, and you might not even realize it. The video goes off into some other tangents and whatnot. Okay. So I put it on lock, but I brought it back later, and I'll show you that later. Then we get to another little song. Not really a song. It's just photographic proof of our globe Earth. And it's just nothing but cartoons of the globe because there are no photographs of the fucking globe. And I put some funny music to it, and it trolled a fuckload of people. A lot of people got fucking pissed. Started a lot of fucking angry threads. It was awesome. It's at 1.1 thousand views. Then I have one that really led me to even have the concept for making tonight's show. It's called Flat Earth There, There, and There. And it only has 482 views as it stands. And this video is quite entertaining. And it made me think, geez, when did I put this out? Geez, when did I even start my channel? And I realized, holy crap, I started it like 3 years ago, today or whatever, whenever I fucking figured it out, But yeah. So check out that video. It's entertaining, guys. And then I have one which I've locked, called More Fun with the Bass. It's just me fucking around on the bass again, shredding my bass. Then I have another one that I've locked because it's just nonsense. VB's top 25 favorite movies. Big deal. What did he do? And then I had a Flat Earth open letter to John LeBon, which was quite popular. Ended up at 809 views before I locked it like a couple months back. It's no longer appropriate. Doesn't matter anymore. Yeah, it's historically significant. It has a bridge between two stubborn rocks, and it's my open letter to John, and I guess we could be considered rivals. We could both be considered villains, but I consider John LeBon a friend and an ally, no matter what little weird judgments he might have about me and his, bloated ego of a mind, whatever weird imaginations he might have concerning VB. I still like the guy. Then I have one called Flat Earth, The Lunar Wave is Bullshit, which I've also locked. That one had 700 something views. That's really how I got involved with Daylight, Ohio. Daylight, Ohio took personal offense to that because he had been taping the lunar waves. Cathexis says VB coined the term top brass, like a boss. Oh, man. Possibly. Okay. I don't know if I've said this before, but the top brass, I think I either surmised it from what I had heard Mark Sargent referring to himself and the other top channels as, or maybe I heard him talking about that, and then I saw like a TV show or something like that, and someone said top brass in it, and I was like, that's what it is. They're the top brass. And so I made top brass the video, But let's see here. The lunar wave is bullshit. Yeah. And then I have one which is locked at Flat Earth. Why do you believe? I wanted to see what people were saying, and then I got some epic fucking comments on that and shit, And then I have one which is also locked, again, another locked one called Flat Earth Analysis of the John LeBon versus Antonio Subrat's debate, which was a fucking farce of a debate with Nathan in the middle of it. And all it was John LeBon fucking debating the semantics of debate before they even got to a debate. And that's all it was. It was just mind fuck. It was John LeBon's attempt to get himself over at Antonio's expense, which, more power to him. A lot of people like Antonio all the time. I know he's popular, but there's definitely a faction of people out there who do not approve of Antonio, the subway rat. But anyways, all right. So then I had Flat Earth Solving the Nose Down Problem, which is one of these other, more sciencey ones that I put out that blew up way after they were released. And this one's at 2.6K views. This is huge numbers for VB, guys. You don't understand like the fucking elation that I feel when I see that my old video just gets all this fucking response out of nowhere like that. People are thinking about shit that I've said. It's fucking crazy. It's so fun. Then I have one that's locked called Flat Earth Infighting is a Good Thing, Then I have one called Mandela Effect Deconstructed, where I break down the real reason why people think they're experiencing something called the Mandela Effect. And it's basically because people are fucking stupid and they don't pay attention to details. Okay, I've locked that one too, but you can still find it on my Flat Earth Hoaxes conspiracy video. Then I have one with 7,000 fucking views. Christina Grimmie shooting incident hoax. Okay. Then I have one that's locked called Contemporary Conspiracy Theorist. And it's a great little fucking video, but it's full of like other weird tangents and rabbit holes that I go down. And it's just basically the contemplations of a contemporary conspiracy theorist. You know, it was just a nice little piece. It ended up being like 11 minutes or so. It's really a great video, but over time it dated itself and it became irrelevant. So it had to be removed. Then I had one promo video just called Validation Boys, just a little song, just pictures of my card, big deal. Then I have one called Hoax Madness, which was recently struck down and copyright strike and then immediately redacted once I fucking sent them a letter and they apologized. Well, they didn't apologize, excuse me, but they said, no problem. Here's your video and your shit's lifted, you know? And I was like, okay, awesome. You know, that video, Hoax Madness, and it's 1.6K views, and it's more music that I made, and it's set to a montage of fucking photographs that may or may not be alleged hoaxes. Woo-hoo. Nice way around that one, right? Then I got one that's also, I got 2 in a row that are, wait, hold on. I got 4 in a row that are locked. First one, Ohio professor suspended for speaking truth. It's about the Black Ohio professor, female. She was like an assistant professor, and on her personal, Facebook or something, she was writing about how the Holocaust might have been a hoax, and some Jewish people in the school found it and fucking got her and tried to get her in trouble and shit. And I think she sued the school and got all the money. Good for her and all this shit. I don't know how that all played out, but it was interesting at the time. Then there was one that I have locked just for sensitivity reasons called the Pulse Hoax Payouts, which had 2.8K views and triggered a fuckload of people, but it was just too much. It was real fucking intense. A little bit of gay bashing and shit going on there, so I dropped it, you know what I'm saying? I had one called Patricia ODs on vegan Botox. Oh, how fucked up, brutal, and fucking evil and rude was that? Patricia ODs on vegan Botox. What a stupid joke, right? Vegan Botox and then ODing. You can't OD on Botox. It's not a drug like that. Just too much, man. Too much. What a dickhead. What a fucking dickhead. I'll admit it. That's how y'all were supposed. No one could ever troll these people harder and bigger and badder than I did. So like Flat Earth Reset 3 and all these people, y'all just don't get it, man. Y'all just don't know. And like, I've had the option to leave open my fucking chat on the playback. And since I can't read this one right now, I might just have to leave it up this time. I'm not sure though. Maybe I'll leave it up for like a day or two and then I'll take that shit down. Because I don't really like having the live thing played back. I think it's kind of weird. It takes away from people's ability to comment. Like I tried to comment on Jed Skeptic Media's video the other day where it's him and his son at this badass little park and they're just chilling. It's like super fucking tranquil. I was like, Jel's like, man, it's fucking nice over there, and he's chilling with his son, nothing but good times, you know what I'm saying? Being a cool dad and shit. And fucking I couldn't leave a comment because he had the top chat replay on. So I couldn't comment. Like, what's the deal? That sucks. But I told him how great it was here live tonight in the opening of this. So then I had a Flat Earth love triangle, because I was on an episode of Coffee Talk. I think episode 1 of Coffee Talk. And I had to make a clarification, and I made a 4-minute clarification of ideas that were presented, and I called it Flat Earth Love Triangle. And it was about drama between Orphan Red, Patricia Steer, Mark Sargent, Jaren, and Jaren's wife, Missa. And how Jaren's wife, Missa, had actually been dogging out Orphan Red, and then Patricia was encouraging Jaren's wife to dog out Orphan Red. It was all drama, old drama. It's all nothing but good times back in the past, guys. Who gives a fuck anymore? I don't think anyone should be mad that we're talking about this old shit. It all happened. It was all funny. All right, then I came out with Flat Earth Dogmatist Revisited, which I do not have locked. And it's basically, I took the audio from Flat Earth Dogmatist and I chopped out all the irrelevant shit. And I plastered up Flat Earth Dogmatist. And it's not that popular. It's only got 200 something views. But it's the declaration, And then I made a promo for an episode of a thing I was on, but that's locked. Then I came out with fucking Flat Earth Roasted Potatoes. And it's nothing but me trashing Patricia and Nathan and Antonio and everybody. It's just me trashing everybody. And it stayed up and it had 758 views. Eventually, I got tired of listening to it, and I got tired of people, hearing hearing that, from me, and I just didn't care anymore. And I had since, you know, communicate with them, with Nathan and Patricia specifically, and realize that I don't hate them as much as people want me to. I just don't. And I do respect them. And fuck it. I don't care what you guys think. They're just content producers. Their shit's monetized. I don't think I'm gonna monetize. I mean, maybe one day I will. I don't know. But for now, I don't want to. Then I came out with Cute Kittens compilation 2016, which is really not a Cute Kittens compilation. And Dan Pratt really loved that video. And I locked that one. Then I came out with a song, which is also now locked, called Flat Earth Snakes in the Grass. And it was a Weird Al Yankovic ripoff of Bindi Irwin's song, Snake in the Grass. And I did an acoustic Weird Al version. And the lyrics were about Patricia and Nathan and Antonio. And, after the song became irrelevant, I locked it. It's away. Then I had one called Flat Earth Observing Jeranism. Oh, yeah. And I trolled Jeranism super fucking hard. And he wrote all kinds of shit up in the comments. And I eventually just found that it was inappropriate and didn't need to have it up. So I put it on lock. Then I had my live stream test, and that's like 3 hours long. And only like a handful of people checked it out. Then I started doing my live streams 1, 2, 3, 4 in a row. Then I made some shit dissing on fucking Dell called Beyond the Imaginary Echo Chamber. And it's where I get the shot for, with all the fucking pentagrams and fucking Eye of Osiris and all this shit on my hand. And I'm sitting there with the beanie and I got my pose like that. I know you guys, it's on my Validation Boy Illuminati Shill exposed 100% thumbnail. Well, it's from this video. I just took a screenshot of it. But I put that video on lock because I don't want to disrespect Dell like that. And me and Dell, I hope, are on good terms. I hope we are. And then there's another live stream, and then I got another thing fucking dissing Dell, which I've locked in live stream. Then I came out with my lower 4-song EP, and it's pure thrash. So if you guys dare, okay, put on the headphones, partake in your favorite pastimes, and get ready for hyper smash, hyper fast, hyper bash fucking thrash in your fucking face. A screaming, brutal ass metal, super tight, brutal. And the songs are like 25 seconds long, if that. Okay, 15 seconds long. And there's only 4 of them. The whole video is less than 2 minutes long, and it's a 4-song EP. That should tell you. Live streams. Can Timothy Osmond ever be trusted? A little cheap video I put together. Live stream. Then I came out with the Flat Earth Skeptics Roundtable Hangouts in 2017 official teaser trailer. And it's actually an edit of Tim, Gem Panda, Jed, and I forget who else. Vancouver. And I edited them together. Made a funny little thing as if like this is what's going to be discussed in the upcoming year of 2017 on fucking skeptics of the Flat Earth's roundtables, and it's fucking funny. Live stream. Then I got Flat Earth AJ Styles, where a professional wrestler, AJ Styles, gets called out by another guy and they try to make fun of him and then he kind of puts it back on the guy. It's like a 30-second video. And then I got a video just dissing the shit out of Jed, which I took down because it took it way too far and it was actually inaccurate and it was stupid, but I took it way too fucking far with that video. Because I guess I'm a nasty prick sometimes, guys. I guess I am. If you fuck with me, I guess sometimes I get fucking nasty on people. Then I have another live stream. I've had guests on all these. Well, I had a couple guests. This one, it was Flat Still Earth. Then I came out with Flat Earth Still Undefeated, which finally fucking broke 1,000 views and shit. Flat Earth Still Undefeated. And it's about the fact that Flat Earth is undeniable. It's the winning argument. It's done with this video. Flat Earth still undefeated, despite all the shit that people have been trying. Still undefeated, and I'll stand to this day and forever by everything that's said in that fucking video. Then I have They Lie Ohio and Cathexis on a fucking live stream. Damn, that's good. Then I went on Flat Earth UK live with Nathan Oakley. I provide the link. Then I had a fucking live stream where I had P Mars, Twitwit, Flat Still Earth, and Ali B. Then I had a live stream with Lori Gale and Tim Osman, which I've locked. Then I had one with Vlad and P Mars. Then another live stream. Then a live stream with Patricia, Barbie McGill, and Gem Panda. Yeah. I had a live stream where my guests were Patricia Steer, Barbie McGill, and Gem Panda 2012. That was the lineup. Then I had a show with Jeff Stewart and his wife, Earth Sweetheart, at the time, Barbie McGill, and Vlad. And then I had one with Justin Bernard, who is A Lamb Without Judgment, and Vlad. And then I had Vlad and Issa. Then I had Tim Osmond's staged street interview, which I locked because it was inaccurate. And then some more live streams. Then I have one called WWE Occult Death Worship and Satanism. And now this one has recently blown the fuck up. And it just comes in spurts. It just comes in spurts when people start looking up occult shit with WWE. They find it. It's at 3.3K views. Then a live stream. Now, Flat Earth, Voyager 1 Exposed. This one, last weekend, I sat there and I got 10, 15 new comments on this video out of fucking nowhere. Out of nowhere from all different kind of people. So that just tells me it's been shared somewhere. And I know in a mocking way. Look at this idiot. Look at what this fucking dumbass flat earther says. And then it's a bunch of fucking no-name sock account fucking cuck boys and shit coming in and just with their one subscriber, their fucking sock accounts, their muscle car rock lovers and shit. And they come up in there and they're just blowing this shit up. So that one's just, it's crazy. It's crazy how that goes down. Then I had Rusted Soul as a guest with Vlad. Then I had Vlad, John LeBon, and Issa. Then I had three more live streams. Then another one with Issa. Then a video I'm thinking about deleting, boycott all monetized channels. You know, I don't really, the video is pointless. Then I had Nathan Oakley on my show. Okay, interesting. Then a couple more shows. Then I had Lewis Hackett on my fucking show. Oh. Then the next show after that, I just broke down what a stooge Lewis Hackett was when he was on my fucking show. What a chump he was. Then I came out with Validation Boy Exposed, Illuminati Shill 100% confirmed. You know, and that thumbnail right there is from that earlier locked video that I sent out as an attack on Dell, where I tried to sound Scottish, but I ended up sounding fucking Jamaican and fucking West Indies and shit. Like a fucking idiot. Then I have one called Open Letter to the Real Flat Earth Community, which I rewatched for the first time in months, you know, recently. And it's at 1.6K. And it's very, very interesting retrospectively to go back and listen to it. It's very nice. And it was a really popular video for some reason. All this was around the time that IPS had, you know, community guidelines struck me. So eventually I came out with I'm IPS, the IPS song, Flat Earth Music. And that one's at 1.6K. And then Flat Earth, Why the Eclipse Doesn't Matter. Interesting video. Then another great video called Traffic Jams Are a Hoax. Check that shit out if you haven't seen it. Okay. Why the Eclipse Doesn't Matter. Flat Earth, why the eclipse doesn't matter. Because it's all fucking intangible. You need to watch that, but it's only 3.5 minutes. Then I get the 10.5 minute one. It's fucking great. It's an article. It's an article from fucking New York Times and shit. Or something like that. Or New York Post. Traffic Jams Are a Hoax. That's my title for my video. But basically, I'm reading some article from the fucking New York newspaper. And traffic jams are a fucking hoax and shit. Anyways. Then one of my personal favorites with very few views. Titled The Ugliest Truth. And it has the best audio ever. Has the best audio of all times of any VB video. Then another live stream. Then one with Issa and Timmy. Then one with Timmy. Then live stream. Then one with Timmy and They Lie. Then some more live streams. Then my 1-year anniversary special, which is about to break 1,000 views. That was huge. That was a huge show. It's 4 hours long. I had all kinds of fucking guests on the whole fucking time. Then I came out with another live stream. Then I edited together very meticulously and with nothing but fairness in mind. And I edited together all that Patricia Steer and Tim Osmond had said to each other during my 1-year anniversary live special because of the fact that Validation Boy live stream is the first time in human history, in the entire history of the world ever, of all time, that was able to bring Timothy Osmond and Patricia Steer onto the same live Flat Earth Google Hangout. Validation Boy is the man who did that. I'm the guy. I'm the guy that did that. So I went ahead and edited it together, and it ends up being about 12.5 minutes. And it's purely the two of them and their interaction with each other exclusively. Cathexis talks over a little bit of it, some of it, but it doesn't really matter. It's incidental. I kept most of it out. Jem talks over them very shortly, but it's very incidental. It's purely their interaction with each other, and it leaves it open. It leaves it open. Who do you think won? It's a fantastic fucking video. I think it's a draw. I think it's an extended draw. Once you listen to everything they had to say to each other. Okay, then another live stream. Then one with Cathexis, Daylight Ohio, Gem Panda, Ed Upside Down Head, and Tim Osmond. Blam, 635 views. That's a fantastic fucking show right there. Me with one Flat Earth apologist and 4 Globers. Awesome. Then I had a show with Cathexis. Fucking outstanding show. Then I came out with one of my key videos to help define this channel. This video, okay, if I were to go down in history for anything, it would be The Ugliest Truth, but that would be my second favorite. This video, Flat Earth, the Global Gynocracy. That video, it only has 330 something views. That video is a huge achievement. God blessed me with those thoughts. I just put it all together. My mind was blown. God gave me a message. The globe is an artistic sign of worship and idolatry to the GPV. Okay? That's how fucking huge the conspiracy really is. It's essentially the biggest conspiracy, maybe of all times, biggest conspiracy I've ever heard of. This is probably the be-all, end-all of conspiracy theory. The fact that the globe is worship of the fucking GPV. That is the most important and most huge conspiracy of all fucking times, guys. And it only has 300 something views. Just going by the wayside. What conspiracy is more huge than that? The depth of such a conspiracy. The depth of it. It's insane. Men and women. You cannot control the men until you control the women. Women are placed on a pedestal, a golden one. Okay? But there's a fucking reason for that. That's why we are all fucking suffering under the New World Order. It's the biggest conspiracy of all times. It's my greatest intellectual achievement in my life. In my life, that is the greatest thing that I've ever intellectually achieved. So, think about that. Then I have one with Ed Upside Down Head. Then I got another one. Then I got a Christmas fucking, the shit auto upload and it won't let me delete it. Fucking call with my fucking handler. Getting on my case about Lieutenant HP and shit. Then I got one. Then I got banned. I got banned again, so I was fucking mad, and I made Contemplating the Flat Earth Community, where lightning is striking down and destroying the fucking world and shit. You know, because sometimes the Flat Earth community is a fucking bunch of cuck fucks. You know what I'm saying? All right, then I got one called The 3 Questions Reset Simply Won't Answer. Yeah, and it's really more like 5 questions. But the thing is that there's 3 basic questions he can't answer. And if he were to answer them, his channel wouldn't exist anymore. And that's why he doesn't answer those questions. But that's old news. You know, I've been trying to be nice to him lately. Hopefully he doesn't fucking take offense to that. Just trying to be friends with people and shit. So fuck off. You know what I'm saying? All right. Then I got one called Flat Earth is MGTOW an Agenda. Flat Earth is MGTOW an Agenda. Very fucking interesting video. It was 25 minutes. Hold on. It was 25 minutes or so, but I chopped it down to 20 minutes after I chopped off a lot of meaningless crap out of it. And it's good. It's good shit. Then I got one called MGTOW Philosopher. Cuck for the Global Gynocracy? Flat Earth. Because of an incident when I went into a now non-existent YouTuber who was once named MGTOW Philosopher. He left YouTube or got kicked off or whatever. He had a lot of fucking subs too. Like many, many thousands. He was doing a live stream and I came in there and I told him about the global gynocracy and how the globe is worship of the GPV. And it blew his mind too much. And he felt like he was being attacked and that I was telling him the earth is flat and shit. It was just like the earth being flat is secondary to the fact that there's this whole thing called NASA and there's this whole idea of a globe and there's this whole way that our society is structured. And then there's this shit called feminism. And then there's all this liberalism and all this equality and all this shit and how everything's all fucked now. And then there's the globe and then there's the pregnant belly of Gaia. And you start to put it all together. And it just blew his mind too much. And he thought he was being attacked by flat earthers. And I even had a couple other people show up at the same time. Not had show up, but a couple other flat earthers showed up and were defending what I was saying. And then he just fucking struck us all out. Banned us all. Just ban. So I made a little video, MGTOW Philosopher, cuck for the global gynocracy. Because he was just sitting there cucking out for NASA and shit. He's all like the deepest, darkest red pill, hardcore fucking red pill MGTOW. And he's just cucking like a little fucking bitch for fucking NASA and their fucking demonic, satanic fucking faggotry and shit. You know what I'm saying? And then you got a video called Flat Earth. Who is the best flat earther on YouTube? Check that one out. Interesting video. Then I got one talking about some shit I heard the asshole saying. And it's called Flat Earth, a sinking ship. And I asked some good questions on that bad boy. Some more live streams. And then one P-Mars and Ed. Then I got a video called Starman is a hoax because Starman happened. And then nobody wanted to say shit about it. So I said, where are all my Glober buddies now? And I made that video. And that was nothing but good times. And that resulted in Timothy Osmond coming on to my very next live stream and still never answering the fucking questions. Still playing it off and shit. Then John LeBon was involved in that show in the chat heavily, and he was just being a dummy. So I made a video called John LeBon Thinks He's Cool. And then I made a video called Conspiracies by Hans. Fake Truther. Oh, yeah, I did. Oh, yeah, that's at 1.9K now. Because for a while there was a good week where he didn't have a channel up and people were searching for him, especially after the purge, the big purge. And so everyone that was searching for Conspiracies by Hans was referenced my video first. And it's an attractive video with an anonymous face that you can't see. And it says Fake Truther. And so a lot of clicks. It was all timing on that bad boy. Then I had a live stream. Then I had another live stream. This time I had Jed Skeptic, and it was 3 hours long, and it was nice. We had a nice long chat, and I was able to apologize to Jed for my nastiness that I had said against him and against his family and shit in the heat of our fucking prior rivalry, you know. And we resolved all that old shit. You know, because I got nothing but love for Jed. Jed's a fucking badass dude. Think about it. Jed is a badass dude. I don't care what any of y'all motherfuck faces say. Then we got Validation Boy live stream 226. I think it was a memorable one. Then I got one called The Demoralizing Nature of It All. Oh, because I think I had been banned again. Gotten another strike. But then the shit came right back. Shit came right back. Again. And then I was like, oh, okay. So I did a live stream after The Demoralizing Nature of It All. But in The Demoralizing Nature of It All, it's a very dark fucking video. If you want to see Validation Boy in the dark, go watch that one. It's very intro fucking spective and shit, if you will. So then there's the comeback, the March 5th live stream. Then I got Florida Chem Skies #1. Interesting little short clips, series of videos. Every time my fucking town gets fucking chem blasted to death with their cancer death air fucking weapons, I'm going to fucking document it for you guys. So I'm going to make a whole other playlist. Once I get about a good 5-10 of these fucking things going, I'll make a separate playlist specifically of these. Florida Chem Skies. I got number 1 there, then a live stream, then Florida Chem Skies 2, Florida Chem Skies number 3, which is like the worst one. And then I got a couple more live streams, and I got me and my cat. And then I got a couple more live streams. Oh, I got the April 1st live stream, which was also Easter. Very, very fucking unique episode there, if you will. Then I have a video called Flat Earth, just another top brass rat trap. And it's talking about the whole convex Earth fucking drama and how Globebusters tried to fucking exploit it and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Then I got another video where my cat's basically saying, "You ain't going anywhere, Daddy. You ain't going anywhere." And he won't let me tie my own shoes because he don't want me to go to work. He wants to fucking rub his body and his face all over my stanky work shoes, just to let all the other cats in the whole world out there know that this is his daddy's fucking shoes. That's how they operate. They possess you. Cats possess you. You don't know it, but you're their property. You're just a thing that they meow at and make little faces at and coax into putting food into their bowl and putting water into their other bowl. All right, so then I got Florida Chem Skies number 4. Then I got a live stream where I had a guest named Plutonic, also known as Synonym. And he was worried that he'd showed his face, but his face never showed up. There's some safety mechanisms that you wouldn't believe in Google. You know, there was one time where I was sitting there on John LeBon, and I was worried that my fucking face was on the whole fucking time, and I don't think I had a fucking shirt on. But it wasn't there. It didn't show up. Whatever John LeBon had done or whatever Google did, I don't know. But speaking of fucking John LeBon, then I came out with a fucking video called John LeBon Adopts VB's Intangible Argument. And I linked to a video that he recently put out. And in that video, he basically questions the composition of so-called alleged physical celestial objects. You know? And in there, tomfoolery says that, you know, John LeBon's been saying that for a while. I don't want to hear it, bro. No, he adopted my shit. And now that he's done that, he's essentially a flat earther by default. John LeBon is. I'm going to come out here and I'm going to say John LeBon is a flat earther by default now that he's adopted my stance on the intangible argument. And I would love for John LeBon to prove me wrong. Prove me wrong, John LeBon, that you're not a proponent for Validation Boy's way of thinking. You're a flat earth dogmatist, big dog. You are a flat earth dogmatist and a flat earth conservative at that, I believe. John LeBon. You are officially a flat earther by default, bro, now that you've accepted the intangible argument. Because Earth's flatness is measurable and Earth's curvature is not. And since you have nothing but intangible shit, which you've taken my stance, it's intangible, you have nothing, so you can't use it. So you're a fucking flat earther by default, John LeBon. Wow. Let it be known. Put it in the history books. John LeBon is a flat earther by default. Win. So much win. All right. Then I got a video of me fucking about at Lake Eola, which is in downtown of my city. Just fucking around and shit. Me and my woman, you know, went out there, took the dog, chilling. Big old fucking geese and swans, black swans and shit. Fucking beautiful. Just walk right up to you. They'll attack you sometimes, you know. It's all good though. They're beautiful. Bigger than dogs and shit, you know, like Great Dane sized fucking swans just walking around, you know, their fucking webs are the size of your hand and shit. And then after that, we have Validation Boy live stream 4/16/2018, 3-year channel anniversary. And that's what's happening right now. And that is the retrospective, a short retrospective on Validation Boy's fucking channel. But yeah, there was the top brass video and there was the Flat Earth Cutthroats videos, which I deleted, you know, and they really turned things on their head around here. I guess I already talked about that though. All right, I'm going to take a quick 5 and then I'm going to come back and we're going to fuck around in the chat and then that's going to be that. Oh man, we have disappointed and depressed Asian dad Yao Kang. They inside computer screen, it no reflection. Oh, whole thing has been going on. There's no dying in Validation Boy live stream, please. Okay, guys. But yeah, all along since the first episode, since even the test of Validation Boy live stream, Rob S has been with me the whole time. Rob S is the OG of Validation Boy live stream. So all y'all fucking give Rob S his fucking proper due and shit. You know what I'm saying? He is the true Iron Man of Validation Boy live stream. Rob S, the true Iron Man. And we always, oh man, Schlominger, a true staple. You know what I'm saying? He hates the creepy visions. So someone wants to D-Wave Surfer wants a post-mortem dating app. Rob S says, "Ooh, stiff competition." Oh man. Oh man. So I mean, all these things that have happened over time. I used to hang with the Scarecrow. Used to hang with Vlad. All the drama that Glenn and me had. My first big break was because I antagonized John LeBon. And I made friends with Matrix Decode. And Matrix Decode and I talked quite a bit back in the day. And he really gave me a reality check on how social media really is. He had a lot of wisdom. And a lot of stuff he said to me in private ended up paying off so well. He was right about so many things. Matrix Decode is such a stand-up badass dude. I haven't talked to him in a while, but Lori Gales joined us, says, "Hey VB, happy anniversary." Thank you so much, Lori Gale. So yeah. There's that. And then eventually Matrix and myself and John LeBon ended up talking and it all worked out. It was crazy. It's crazy how it's all gone down. And no, this is not a satanic hoodie. This is the t-shirt underneath the hoodie. See, here's the hoodie. But this is just a t-shirt. And it's an old buddy of mine had a company, And just an old shirt. I just like to wear black. Sorry, sorry guys. I should have turned it inside out. Usually I do. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I just don't fucking care. I know I'm not a Satanist. You know what I'm saying? No, that's for damn sure. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus Christ as our Savior, who atoned for our sins and redeemed us to the Father. It's really that simple. It all makes perfect sense. We live in a created realm, and you have to humble yourself before God. And God did you the favor of sending his only begotten Son down and chose to take all the weight of all the failure of us being in the flesh, take it off of us spiritually and redeem us. And if you accept the fact that Jesus Christ is God in the flesh and you pray for forgiveness, you're good to go. And you don't have to worry about anything after death because obviously we live on after death. So do you want to be with the Father or do you want to be with Satan, suffering? Or do you want to be loved? It's just that simple. Non-satanic hoodie and semi-satanic shirt. Yep, wear a shirt, go straight to hell. That's what Rob S says. Satanic. Well, I don't know. I don't think it was intended to be satanic. This shirt is probably like almost 20 years old, I think. Or no. That's an exaggeration. It's probably about 16 or so years old, this shirt. So you guys make the call. You know what I'm saying? And there's There's about like 3 of this shirt in existence in the world today. And mine's probably the one that's in the best working condition still to date, if others even exist anywhere in this world. And there was only about 50 of them to begin with ever. So horse wearing Holocaust survivor's costume says Muff Muff Queef is an utter cunt. It's an utter quant. Let's burn the muff. Oh man, she hasn't given me any new material to work with lately. As soon as she does, though, I will have my things to say about it. Don't you worry, guys. Don't you worry. The odor of this 16-year-old shirt could be very harsh. It could be, but it's not. It's not. So, I'm a very simple guy when it comes to that kind of stuff. We're not going to go too hardcore on the women tonight. It's not about that. Tonight's been a 3-year retrospective look back at the existence of Validation Boy channel. The live stream, I only started live streaming a year and some months ago. And that's why I had my 1-year anniversary of live streaming. And that was specifically what it was about. It was about the fact that I had been live streaming for 1 calendar year. But the channel, as of yesterday, is actually 3 years old. So just looking back through the past, telling some old stories, old dramas. I could have gone into much greater detail about every single thing that's ever happened, but eventually it'll all come out. If it hasn't already, if you were to go and watch all of my fucking 63, 64 live streams now, you'd eventually know everything about everything that ever happened involving VB and the scene and the top brass and others that are in the scene and others that are non-flat earthers that are in the scene and all kinds of shit that's gone down. Horse says, my brain melts when I listen to that muff. I know. She's the worst, dude. She's the worst. She's the worst. Lori Gale says, oh, you got 1,000K. Congrats. Thank you very much. But the thing is, that's going to go down soon. That's not going to stay like that. It's going to go back down. It's just people tossing about, if you will. So, yeah, I've gone hardcore on people. Validation Boy can be a prick sometimes. Yeah, I know. I shouldn't be so judgmental. But really what it is that I'm analyzing behaviors. I'm analyzing behaviors in this scene. That's what I can offer, It's all I can offer. I don't want to be a news update. I don't want to fucking sit here and contemplate so-called fucking science and shit. It's a waste of fucking time. Flat Earth is about faith. Flat Earth is next level belief, and that is faith. You have to be a Flat Earth dogmatist. If you're flat earth at all, really you are a dogmatist. If you're being truly intellectually honest with yourself, truly intellectually honest with yourself, you know that it can't be proven either way, but that there is actually measurable flatness and there is no measurable curvature. And there's a couple other things, alleged celestial objects that are in the sky are all intangible and thus cannot be used to calculate anything whatsoever about the shape of the ground that we're on, because of the fact that they're projections. They could be illusions. They could just be optical illusions that are naturally occurring. Either way, they're not something that you know anything about, really, except where they're supposed to be. Doesn't prove that they exist. Doesn't prove anything. It's nice to see that John LeBon has adopted that stance and is now by default a flat earther, whether he likes it or not. And I challenge John LeBon to prove me wrong on that. Give me a break. He never will. He's going to ignore it. With a depressing and demoralizing attack on the host, a vicious attack against y'all's beloved host of Validation Boy Livestream. Someone comes into the chat named Orphan Red is only good for motorboating, okay, and says, you're getting old, VB. Oh, I've been getting old for 20 years, big dog. Suck it. Oh, how do you like that? So anyways, yeah, it's not going to stay at 1,000K, Nobody really likes Validation Boy except Schlominger, and, Rob S. and OJ McBaggins and Lori Gale. That's about it. That's about all the people that actually like me. And I love you guys for that. You know. Wasn't I saying something just now? What was I just talking about? I've been getting old for 39 years, actually, OJ. Yeah, you're right. Not just 20 years, 39 years. Ugh. About to be 40 somewhat soon. See about that. I'll be officially over the hill at that point. Sitting here wearing hoodies talking about flat earth on the internet. Fucking loser. Right? No, that's right. I don't give a fuck. Because I have flat earth empowerment. Go back and watch my video, Flat Earth Empowerment. You'll see what it's all about. You'll see what life's really all about. Okay? So once again, give praise, be humble to your creator. Realize the fact that if you are flat earth, you are a flat earth dogmatist, and there is no inherent fallacy in dogmatism. Look it up. Okay? Don't use dogma as a pejorative because it's not. It can't be. If you want to be honest, if you want to misuse shit like leftist feminists and people of that sort, SJWs do, then you can say that it is, but it's not. But you can say that there is some kind of inherent fallacy in dogmatism, but guess what? When you actually look it up, it's not there. So too bad, so sad. You guys are flat earth dogmatists, and on top of that, you need to be flat earth conservatives. We don't need to be stars on reality TV shows. We don't need to go to fucking overseas fucking meet and greets and put our face up and try to get on the news, get famous, get that money. We don't need that. We don't need people like that in flat earth at all. We really don't need that at all. What is the point of that? What is the point of that? To change the whole world? It's not going to happen. And if it did, would it be such a great thing? Or would everyone just be kind of fucked at that point? I don't know. We don't know. That's why for now, those who have any kind of integrity are going to stay flat earth conservative. Okay? It's been a joy being here these fucking 3 years as a content producer, you know? And I'm not going to stop. Don't you worry about any of that. Been nothing but good times. Much appreciation, much love. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm the guy who fucking started that whole thing in the whole flat earth scene. The whole much appreciation, bro. Much appreciated. Much love. Much love. I'm the fucking guy who started that whole fucking thing. Everybody says it now. I'm the person that started that years ago. Just letting you guys know. A couple little funny things, you know, in flat earth. I fucking contributed the fucking intangible argument. I've now contributed the global gynocracy argument. Okay? Validation Boy is next level shit when you think about it. I take all of that stuff that's come from the lesser intellectual channels like Globebusters, Jeranism, D Marble, you know, Mark Sargent, channels like that. I take all their shit, I compress it, I make new shit out of it. Golden stuff, such as those things. And yeah, I'm validating the fuck out of myself right now, but this is Validation Boy live stream. Get over it. I'm glad that you guys watch. Okay. I truly do appreciate it. Much love, much respect. You know what I'm saying? This has been Validation Boy 3-year anniversary retrospective, April 16th, 2018.